Hey everyone, it's Jessica Mendoza. Welcome to the show.
Less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol, welcome to Nationals Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals.
And now, please welcome your
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Nationals.
Pitching in our game today, Cade Cavalli. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
All right, ready to go here. Willie Adames stands in.
Number 2, Willie Adames.
Say, you're out. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
1-1 down. To the right side, Schmidt. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now it's Luis Garcia.
Number 2, Luis Garcia.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Jose Tena digs in now.
That's the ball.
That one misses, and the count's full. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting fourth.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. Next pitch in for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Got him swinging.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
Up now for Washington, Jacob Young. On a strike, the pitch. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Two on, 2 outs. That misses. 2-2. That one is upstairs.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle.
Brings it in. That is the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Ow!
Back here in Nationals Park, bottom half of inning number 2, Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. Right through there for a strike. Outside low, 2-2. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So digging in, Nasim Nunez. No score here in the second. And that one hammered. Going, gone! A solo shot. The Nationals strike first. It's 1-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Now the third baseman, Jorbeat Bebus. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first in time. 2 down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Drew Millis. Strike 2. Got him looking. Went back to the sinker and it was successful. On to the third inning. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Willie Adames. Set for the bottom of the third, and now here's the Nationals leadoff man, James Wood. Payoff pitch. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now, Luis Garcia. Runner on the go. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Devers takes it to the bag. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Next to hit, Jose Tenor.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
Hard liner. Gilbert on the move. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they lead by 2. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Off the mark there. Ball 3. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that'll do it. Back in Washington,
Leading off for the
D.C.,
Giants,
digging
the right
in,
fielder,
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Lee.
Back here at Nationals Park, ready to go, bottom four. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. The 1-1.
Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Got him. That K is his third of the game.
Up next for the Nationals.
One out man at first. Here's the second baseman, Nasim Nunez.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. First and second, one out. Jorby Bebos digging in for the Nationals. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. The Nationals trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. In the dirt. Down to second, but he dances back in safely. 2-2 now. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Young coming home. Fires it to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 3-zip.
Couple of singles back-to-back.
Ryan Barucki gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now the catcher up to hit, Drew Millis. Base hit and a run in to score.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Still only one out here in the inning. Pitch misses, and the count is filled up. On the ground, right side. Flips it. Here's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Willie Adames. Back in Washington, D.C., we head to the bottom of the fifth. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. That one fouled off. Ball. Caught him looking for the K.
The batter, number 8. Designated
and next is the designated hitter, Jose Tena. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 1-2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Man at first, 1 away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Eric Miller. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Play made, that ends the inning. Back here in Nationals Park. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Rafael Devers.
Save! Out!
Bottom of the inning, leading off, Dalen Lyle.
The left fielder, number 4, Dalen Lyle.
And a 1-1. That's in there.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. Ball to strike. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
Here's the third baseman, Jorbit Bibas. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. 2-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Drew Millis. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. One-two now. Fly ball down the line. Lee, long run. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 2 down, nobody on. 3. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 46.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Looking to extend the play now. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
All over that one right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early, stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Next to hit, Luis Garcia. Devers takes it himself and one away in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Jose Tena.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find it.
In the air to left center. Gilbert gets under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Now it's the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem.
Pulls it in on the run. That is the inning. Back in Washington, D.C. We're at the top of the 8th. Casey Schmidt getting ready to hit.
Now
new arm for the Giants, Keaton Wynn.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's a 1-1.
You know, these Nationals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These batters are not getting fooled right now.
Downstairs, and that's ball 4, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Next to hit for the Nats, Nasim Nunez. The 1-1.
Oh, that's out.
The Giants trying to protect a 2-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position.
He got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Nationals,
Jorbeat Bebos digging in for the Nationals. The tying run at the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next,
here's the catcher, Drew Millis.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Up the middle. They get the force. That ends the inning. Back here in Nationals Park, we go to the 9th. Drew Gilbert now at the plate. Brad Lord gets the... to the top of the order now. Now it's the right fielder, James Wood. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And the batter now, Luis Garcia. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
The batter, number 8.
Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. 2 down.
Now pitching for
new pitcher coming on, the veteran Matt Gage.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Man on second, 2 down. They're down to their final strike.
Ball 2.
Chapman to first. Nice pick and a ball in the dirt, and that ends the ball game.
You know, even when this team was trailing by 6, it seemed like they had confidence that they could get back in this ball game. I don't know if they knew they could win it in this fashion, but they did an excellent job of executing in the little ways. They grinded it out and came away with a nice W.
And a final score of 12-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.